Good evening. Welcome to a pandemic haircut with Laser Kitty. Laser Kitty will not be cutting my hair. I'll be doing it with a wall clipper and a variety of spacer blades. So, first thing you want to do is actually wash your hair and let it dry, because you want it to basically stick up as much as possible so that it's not laying down when you're trying to cut it with the clipper. And then I have cut my hair this way for about 25 years. So it's not a new pandemic thing. It's just the way that I like to cut my hair. It's basically 3/4 of an inch on top and tapered up the sides. And that's what I'm going to show you how to do. So we'll start with 3/4 inch on the top. I'm now going to switch to the over-the-ear taper, which basically gives you about an 1/8 inch or so space near the ear and a 3/8 inch at the end of the other end of the spacer. And no spacer, just right around the ear. Then the spacer for the other ear. Now I'm going to switch to the 3/8 inch spacer and basically go up the sides, not quite as far as I went when I cut the 3/4 inch. But basically I'm going straight up like that and then lifting off as I get to the top of my head. Yep, that's another good point. You need to know how your head curves and is shaped. Mine tends to go kind of straight up, and then I got a little dome on the top, and that's why I leave the 3/4. So I'm just going straight up and back. Now I'm going to switch to the number 4 or 1/2 inch spacer to just kind of even out this boundary area between the 3/8 and the 3/4. Just remember that this is the thing I probably forget the most. Is do that second part on the other ear. Now what I do for how far the sideburns go down is I kind of draw a line between my earlobe and the corner of my eye, and set the spacer up to there. Okay, so that's the basic of how to get the top done and the sides. Now what we need to worry about is going to be the back. And this is where knowing how your skull is shaped comes in handy, because I've got these 2 points right here, basically, you know, at the back of where my jaw is. And I use that as a reference point. So I'm going to use the 1/4 inch and go up about that far, and then use the 1/8 inch and go up basically to this line that goes across between those 2 points on the back of my head. And then I'll go 2 fingers down from there, and I'll shave off everything below that without a spacer. So I'll do this so you can see it. I'm obviously not able to see what I'm doing because I don't have a mirror on Laser Key. Switching to the 1/8 inch, number 1 spacer. Now I'm just going to lay my index finger on the point on this side of the skull and kind of just draw it across as I move that the razor across. And now no spacer, 2 inches down from that. Excuse me, 2 fingers down from that, not 2 inches. Now at that point, you want to take and just kind of feel around and see if there's any spots you missed. I know that for me, I've got this rather stubborn colic back here, where my hair kind of twists around this one point. And sure enough, I didn't cut it all the way down. So I'm going to put the number 4 spacer back on that, because that's about where I want it to be 1/2 inch long. Kind of grab that little tuft that I found, pick it up, And that's pretty much it. We've got a, depending on how fast your hair grows, that'll last you for at least a few weeks. And as you can see, this was done in one take. It takes about as much time as it takes you to drive to the barber. And you don't have to pay them. I have had, this is my third clipper in the last 25 years. So, and I just got it. So I'm guessing I spent, maybe $2 a year on clippers. And that's a pretty good rate for haircuts anytime you want them. So next thing to do is to brush myself off, sweep up all the hair, and take a shower, but I'm not putting that on YouTube. Have a good night.